Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Arunashri. I'm thrilled to share my sixth lecture with you all. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out any upcoming lectures and discussion. Without any further delay, let's get started. Our sixth lecture will be constructors in Java. What do you mean by constructor? It is a method with same name as a class name and used to initialize the object. It means it is the same name as a class name and initialize the objects. Okay. For example, int a equals to 10. It helps to initialize the objects. And it is a very special type in a object-oriented programming language. Mainly, there are two types in a constructor. One is a default constructor, another one is a parameter constructor. Default constructor are also called as without argument constructor, and parameter constructor are also called as with argument constructor. So, default constructor means no constructor is explicitly defined in the class. No constructor will be defined explicitly in the class. It means it does not have any parameters and explicitly we are not storing any other classes inside the object. So that is nothing but default constructor. If no parameters will be there, then what the output will be print? The default constructor will be called. And at lastly, it will call the function as a function name. Then move on to the parameter constructor. Parameterized constructor allows to pass the parameters at the time of the object creation. At the time of object creation only, it says to create the or pass the parameter inside the object. In this example, we are taking the object as a int and we are passing the parameters as a name and the age and storing that name and the age inside the self and taking an example as a person 1, that person name will be Alice and 30. And here we are storing the person name in the form of person1 dot name and age will be age1 dot age. Then our output will be Alice, name Alice and age 30. Then move on to the polymorphism. Polymorphism is a fundamental concept in a OOPS that allow the object of different classes to be treated as an object of a common superclass. In simple words, let me take an example that human being or a person. So poly means many, morphism is behavior. A person has a different behavior. In home, mom will call him as a son and his sister will call him as a brother and teacher will call him as a student and parent will call him as a son and the doctor will call him as a patient. So like that, the person will be same and his name will be, he has a different classes that son, brother, student and patient. So this is nothing but a polymorphism and types of polymorphism is nothing but method overloading and method overloading. What is method overloading is nothing but it is a compile time polymorphism. Method overriding means runtime polymorphism. Okay, the definition of method overloading means it allows the multiple methods in the same class but different parameters. It is a type of a polymorphism which can be achieved at the Java compile time. So it is one of the type in a polymorphism when it will achieve at the only the compilation time. So it will allow the multiple methods in a same class name. It will allow the different methods in a same class name but different parameters. In an example, I will explain in detail that the initial class name will be calculator and we are taking the class name as a int and double in two different parameters, that is int a, int b for one class and double a and double b for another class, but we have the same class name, that is add, and we are taking the different parameters as a int a and the int b. Okay, right? So this is what the method overloading means. Then move on to the method overriding. Subclasses has the same method as declared as a parent class. What the parent class is there, so that will be same as a subclasses also. For example, class animal. The class name will be animal, right? So that animal will be present in the subclass, that is dog. So in the form of dog extends animal. Here the program will mainly start from the main and it is storing the animal as a dog to the object of an animal. Dog is one of the new element that will be stored in a object animal and that will be given as a output as a dog barks. Animal dot sound, where it will go, it will go to the where the dog will be there. So the class dog will extend animal, right? So here what is the output? Dog barks. So the output will be also the dog barks. I want to express my sincere thanks to each and every one of you. Thank you for your time and attention. I'm opening to any questions or feedback you may have.